Greetings middle-aged men of the world and anyone else who might be watching, and welcome back to the Bluebird Project workshop, where this week we're getting an update on the RS200 build, which I've been told off about in the comments, haven't done it for a while, so here it is. I'm going to show you where we've got to, because we've not stopped, and then some of the stuff we've been doing to make the plank fit, which we've never done before, and a little extra treat right at the end. So we'll dive in, show you where we are. We left you last time having finally glued in the right-hand A-pillar once and for all with the normal conglomeration of glue and rivets. So with the outside down, that left us the job of sorting out the inside. Well, today's mission, having stuck the outside on, is to stick the inside on. So we have that panel there, which spans the angle where it changes direction, and then we have a long drilled and countersunk piece, which goes all the way down this corner. Bit of a mess, probably should have tidied it, but let's get to putting that in now. Well, I've done prettier welds, but folks, always remember, a good weld is one that won't fall apart. It doesn't have to look like art for art's sake, some will tell you. Right, that's welded. So I say, not the prettiest weld I ever did, but it's properly stuck. So we'll get that cleaned off, we'll get some holes drilled and countersunk. That's going to be welded to the other piece of bracketry, and we'll be ready for glue and rivets when John arrives. More hole drilling, John? More hole drilling. How many do you reckon?
Only
a few hundred?
No, only 150.
150? When you consider that strip originally had, I think, 12 rivets in it.
Yeah, maybe 200 or 300.
200 or 300? That's better than the 12 it used to have. What says Al?
Riveting.
Riveting. And now the glue. How much glue we're putting? 20 grams or so. It goes quite a long way. Are you going to need a bit more to finish that, do you think? You get away with it? And then 200 rivets.
Yeah.
About ready to install. I think that's ever so slightly better than what was in there originally. What do you reckon?
There's quite a lot more weight, actually, all these rivets.
Oh, yeah. I'll say it again. If you want your RS200 to be overweight, just let me drive it. I'll soon get it overweight for you.
And we're just going to put a rivet at the end so we don't get covered in glue.
Yeah, stick one either end so nothing can move, and we'll just... Look at that. Looks like we know what we're doing, isn't it? Safe to say, when this lot's in, it's going to be quite well attached. Well, that's now riveted into the sill, and it's riveted into the A-post, and it all joins up in that corner, and that is, oops, blame the cameraman, that's now very, very strong. That's all glue. That's a lot better than it was, and those rivet holes there will fasten into the floor when it's time to put the floor in. So it's safe to say that A-post is not coming out. In fact, I think if it ever had to come out, the easiest way would be to cut it through there, take the end off, saw all this off the end of the A-post, and then build some doublers to extend the sill and put a new end on it. That would be the easiest way to deal with that if it had to come apart. But it shouldn't ever have to come apart. Just need to have a look at the slight wonkiness next. You might recall the last time we fitted this A-post and everything went horribly wrong, everything moved, and...
Look at the tape.
This is where you cover your ears.
Right, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to send these away for calibration. Yeah, I'll get these calibrated, and we'll try that next week. So that's that side properly put together in a rather bomb-proof and bulletproof way. All we had to do then was do the same over on the other side. Rinse and repeat. It's got to be done.
All right there, Debs. Deb's the camera person. I'll film you, filming me. Filming you, filming me. Aha.
Hi, John.
Right, are you filming?
I'm filming.
You're filming?
Yeah.
Well, this is how to weld. I've got my welding trousers on. Welding trousers. I can't get that far up. Yeah. Oh, you haven't got your health and. Oh, shut up. I know. I've got sparks flying with these on. Flying.
Careful, Will.
Careful, careful. Little welding touch. Got one of them elephant guns. Think this one will go on straight? Was that it? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
Great.
Oh, I was expecting a real fight with that.
No, don't want.
Better give me a hand there, Cole.
Hey!
There he is. Well, I'm laughing
There
at.
you go. So Gordon put the near side on.
So if we remeasure it now, it'll be about 12 mil out now, won't it?
Oh, I'm sure.
It should have sorted itself.
Yeah, that's fixed it.
It's fixed it. There you go. No, it's no good asking you because you've got zero at your end. I've got the end with the numbers on.
There we go, it's on the corner there.
It's on the corner. Right. Come and bear witness, John. 172.5 to that corner. Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Let's see what we've got the other way. We might have to cut this. You got it? I've got a microphone on this side, hang on. I'll put that somewhere else. Right, you ready?
That should be the same point.
Make your mind up.
There we go.
You happy? You're
Yeah.
pulling a bit of a bend in the tape, that's it.
There you go.
4 mil, 5 mil? 172,
Yes.
5 mil difference.
Is Gordon's going to be double the same as this one?
No.
On the inside edge, this one comes as an inch in.
No?
What?
What? How does it sound? Like the good old days? Cutting slices of aluminium? The time has been you couldn't walk around the place for them.
How did you get it like that? Alright.
Just cut it off the end. As you cut it, it just rolls it up. It just coils off the end of the snips. But it used to be, you know, you get a panel this long and you take a 1/4 inch off the end, you'd have a... John will have hair. Long time since John had hair. Years and years and years. Right, I'm going to weld
What
this.
was it, John? Brown.
There are pictures. There's a really good picture of you.
Hard though, because they're not black and white.
Well, the lithographs.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a really good one of you, me and Al leaning on the boat frame with a pizza in a box. Yeah, I don't know why, but the boat frame was upside down over there. And there's you, me and Al, the 3 wise monkeys, with a pizza in a box. I'll dig it out.
There.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I'd
top.
love to zoom in or zoom out though. Stay there.
Stay there. Wrong camera lens. Top tip, right? If you weld a piece of aluminium up to the edge, or for those watching in American, aluminum, you need to stretch the end of the weld where it reaches the end of the panel to put it in compression instead of tension, and it won't crack again. Like that. There we go. Lovely job. There you go.
That's going to be my story now when I get over the sits. That's how we used to do. Was you like this when the pole fire on top of the
Rivet time. John, you think we're building this strong enough? Do you think? Do you think we need another layer of rivets and more glue? I think that's probably going to be adequate. It should be. Give it some, Albie. Look at that. It's already slips and runs a rivet through his hand. You'll slip and spear yourself. Right. When you're not putting the stems in a little pot, John will be at you. Get in trouble. Get in trouble. You don't care anymore, John.
No, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care, no. He's rough. He's slow, but he's rough.
He shift the house.
Exactly. Yeah, but what you got to keep reminding yourself of, you don't have to clear up when you're a burglar. He's from Scousland. It's all one-way traffic. You don't seem sweeping up the bits of broken padlock, do you?
Racist.
Racist? What, so Scousers are a race now? Invasive species perhaps, but not a race. Eesh, what a cheek. Welcome to Geordie land. John touched it last. Tell me when you're happy.
Yeah.
1725. That says. In exactly the right spot, so you're happy over there.
Yeah.
You happy?
Yeah.
Oh, 1725
Look at that.
to the millimetre.
I mean, look, we've got a variable there.
So that's both A-posts back in. The one on the left we put steelwork inside of it, which just made it difficult to load. The one on the right we didn't, and that went straight on. So when it goes back the other way up, we've got to finish the steelwork inside on the right hand side. Otherwise they're in for good. So quick tour around them, just one last look, and then we'll move it on.
So there's that stiffener in, all the way down that side, all the way up to the A-post. And then the steelwork over the top of the A-post. And you get around this side, and there it is there. A lot of glue, a lot of rivets, and that's not coming off. Again, this side, you've got exactly the same arrangement. And then up at the front, there's also Albie's attachments. You go around there. So by the time that gets a whole load of rivets and glue in it, you can see just how strong that's going to be. And that will have put back all the lost strength and added a whole heap more. And that's the repair, if you remember, in the sill. There's one to do on the other side, the same as that. Otherwise, I think you'll agree that that is pretty well bulletproof now.
So once we had both A-posts in, we then had to get the plank to fit. And there was a couple of little jobs. Everywhere a bolt passes through it, there's an aluminium insert glued in. Now, the car was designed, in theory, so you could easily convert right-hand drive to left-hand drive and vice versa. It was never really a thing, but it meant that the planks on the original cars had multitudes of these little inserts in order that you could do that. Well, we're just going to build this right-hand drive as it always was. If somebody wants to convert it, they can add the inserts later, but what it meant was we could pick and choose the best of the inserts, because some were worn, some were damaged, some were corroded, and we're gradually popping them in where they're needed. Now, where they are needed is to hold the pedal box in. So we thought, right, we've got to do some holes on the front chassis which involve the pedal box. we'll do the inserts for that as well. So John and me got stuck in with some glue and all the usual, and we put some inserts into the plank.
Where have we got to, John? What have we got?
Finding the hole centers for a pedal box.
Oh, the pedal box.
Using
The blanking plate
the plate from to the side.
from that side. Right. So who wants to drill those holes in there?
Actually, I'll punch them.
Drill a hole. Hey. Albie's back from the land of Australia. The kangaroos. Albie eating spiders.
Left-handed boomerangs.
Left-handed boomerangs. Did you say that, John? Mm-hmm. I had left-handed boomerangs for Albie. I'm putting glue into here. And I probably should have put something down below to catch the glue that's just going to pour out the bottom, but I haven't. Never mind.
Some tape on.
Yeah, well, but I put the...
Some of the aluminium tape.
Is the what?
There's silver tape there, John.
No, I've got to... I'm just going to make sure I get plenty of glue in these holes, because these inserts are going in for once and for all. And that's another step in the right direction. Oh, you're way,
Did you get that?
He's just dropped it, John.
I dropped the
What
box,
is he lost?
but it landed the right way up. Can you believe it? I'm short of an insert. That one's a bit slack because I drilled a hole slightly oversized. I'm missing an insert. Oh, there it is. Right, now if I get a hammer and a dolly of some description, and I put that on the back. It's down, it's down, down, down. Look at that. Thing of beauty that is.
So with those inserts in the plank, there's then some inserts go further forward, also to pick up the pedal box, but they also pass through the front chassis. And that area of the front chassis was slightly tweaked. It was off by about 1/8 of an inch. The other side was the same. So I thought, well, we better fix that before we attempt to put the other inserts in. And we also want to put the front chassis on. So we had to do a little bit of work with that to get that right. And if you like this content, if you enjoy watching the RS200 build, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. And please press like so we know you're out there. And have a chat in the comments. Always up for questions or a bit of a chat. See you there.
Now the next little problem we've got is that the plank fits into this gap here in the front of the chassis, the full width of the car. And then the bolts drop through to attach it. And there's two problems here. One is that doesn't fit in all the way along. There's some snaggy bits here where it doesn't go all the way in. So that'll have to be remedied. And the other thing is that here, that edge runs out. That isn't straight. It's quite hard to see, but it runs on a bit of a curve. That's bent. So I'll have to have a look at how to fix that. And there's some ripples in the top where it's been bent. So there may be a way to straighten that. We might have to cut and add a bit of material to get that straight. We'll see how that shapes up. Yeah, it's a bit easier to see if I put a straight edge down it. See how it runs out towards the end. We've got a, what, 1/8 of an inch there somewhere. So that whole centre is 1/8 of an inch off. That one's probably, it's just this last section here where it's gone. Will it straighten? I'm not sure. I'm going to have a think about that. It's quite hard to film this, but what's happened is this has obviously been bashed. It has a little weld repair in the top there, and there's a hollow under there. And there's a similar hollow in the front of here. So it's crumpled through there, and that crumple, because it's gone in at the top and in at the front, that's allowed this whole corner to come forward. So it could be that if we cut through that where it's been welded and where it's crumpled and put a bit of a push on this corner, that might just go back. But it's how to put a push on the corner, that's the next challenge. Right, After a little bit of faffing and some very, very crude adding of bits from the scrap bin, I've now got a bottle jack in there, and that will push the corner, and that just a little shove has moved that corner a bit. I don't think it's moved that, because that's pretty stiff, and even if it has, I can soon put that back. The trick now is going to be to make sure that this here is the weakest link. So when I push it, it moves there and not anywhere else. So I'm going to go through that with a cutting disc, take its strength away, give it a push, see if that will go back from whence it came, and if it does, I'll weld this up, and that I'll take a little bit past, I'll weld that up, and that should straighten that. It should. You know the rules. If it goes wrong, I'll show you. Right, 2 minutes later, we now have that weld knocked off with the die grinder. That took seconds. And I cut through there with a little slitting disc, which might just be enough to let that corner move. And we've still got a gap here, which you can see there, which comes to about 1/8 of an inch right at that end. Always, well, it's my way, always try the simplest thing first. If you can think of a really ugly fix that'll take 10 minutes, have a crack at it, because more often than not, it'll work. If it doesn't work, you can make a less ugly fix that takes 20 minutes, and if that doesn't work, you can spend a week making a piece of tooling. But if you've got a 10-minute ugly fix, try it. It might just get away with it. We're going to find out if that's what's happened here. So back in with the bottle jack. And there you go. That was effortless. That just pushed straight back. That gap's widened a smoot. I need to push it a bit past, and all this rubbish on the end's beginning to move. So I'm just going to beef that up a bit, put the bottle jack back in, and we'll give that another push. But that is working extremely well. See, the ugly 10-minute fix. Yuck, but it's moved. Right, where have we got to? Right, bottle jack in, edge pushed past, hole in top. John's going to find some scrap to make a patch. There he is. There's John. Hello, John.
Oh.
Hey, you found a piece?
Yes.
Jolly splendid. Right, see if the old magic's still here. That's stuck. The eye with a welding rod. But, you know, I mean, accidentally poke you in the eye with a welding rod. The worst thing to do is to get the hot end of the welding rod and stick it in your face. Then you get an itchy eye and go, ah! John is chopping out the other side. Looks good. Now we need to work out how to put a pull on that.
Yeah.
Is this size 1/8 of an inch in the other direction?
I'm in the seat.
What are you doing, Debs?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's working. Yeah, that's not going to fall out. Time for John to take his clamp off and see if it moves back. It's all yours now, John. I've done all I can. Are you going to film me trying to get through this gap, are you? Ready? Ready? Think thin thoughts. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, that's good in the final edit.
go below this bracket. It sits on this bracket.
It has to go inside, within that one. Half that one's missing. Well, half that one's missing. That one just sits on top. That looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Which means what we can do is we can drill these, the last of the inserts. We can sort this out, because it sort of kind of nearly works, and make all the attachments around the inside. And here are the little repairs that we worked in earlier. Little piece in there, little triangle in the front, and because that's such a close fitting patch, this couldn't come back from whence it came. So that edge is now lovely and straight. And over here, it's almost the same. It's not quite as close fitting, but it was done in a slightly different way. But anyway, it's got this edge nice and straight now, which means we can put inserts in here, in these holes. Those ones are already in. Then there's that one, and that one. And that is the bolts to hold the plank into the front chassis, which is rubbish. We'll also put a pitch of rivets in here. We'll get some rivets in there and get some glue and get that down properly. But that's what all those little repairs were about. Still plenty to do on this leg. That one's crumply. That one's finished. It's only steel. Steel is easy. A few dings and bends in there. But otherwise, front chassis is getting there rapidly now. Good work.
Anyway, next thing. I think you might like this because we are going to put the roof back on. See what it looks like, but also we'll see if it fits. Ah. Roof's on! Ta-da! First time in at least a year. And it's not just so it looks good, which it does, it's to make sure that all these corners line up because they've been off and hacked and chopped. Hammered. And check it all lines up, check those bolts go in. And we know that nothing bad's happened in all these repairs. So that looks pretty good from where I'm standing. What says Debs?
Looks good again.
Looks good, doesn't it? And the plank's fixed and all, look at it. The plank. Well, there you go. It fits. It fits perfectly, which means everything that we took off and bashed and bent and fixed has gone back in the right place. And the plank's gone back in the right place. And it's nice and flat and straight. And everything goes together. And the roof goes on, which is excellent. Because despite everything, we haven't cocked it up yet. So, as ever, thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one, which shouldn't be as long this time. Maybe some Bluebird news next week, but there'll be another RS200 update along shortly. See you later.